can handle that. Cool. So, hey, congratulations.
You're in.
You're in.
And as promised, we're going to help you discover some of the missing pieces that may be in your coaching business that ultimately, here's the thing, right? I know you as a transformational coach, you're out there to really make a difference and an impact with people. But it's not just make a difference and an impact. It's being able to create that life, have that freedom, be able to go out there and do what you want, when you want, how you want to do it. Like, you are the creator and master of your own life, right? So being able to put your coaching business, get it online, have all of the pieces together, I get it. It can really be a lot. Especially you see all of these things online, like do this, you need this, you need this. Like, it can be an overwhelm where you don't get anything done at all, right? So we're going to take you through an exercise that's going to help you discover the 3 things, maybe even more. I don't know. The cool thing about this exercise is it's going to be different for everybody because everybody's at a different place, right? You may not be at the same place as, Sue or Joe or random other people just calling out names because everybody's at a different place. So grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, and let's really dig into this exercise so you can get really clear on what exactly it is that you need to focus on.
Yeah, and just so you know that your purchase is complete, your authentic audience builder is actually in your email. So you just it'll get there in maybe 5-10 minutes. So hang out, let's watch this, and grab a piece of paper and let's go.
Yeah. So you want to share our screen?
Yes. So first things first is, if you don't know who we are, obviously you saw a little bit on the page or whatever, but you could have just bought this on like a whim. You could have just saw an ad, but a little bit like who are we, right? And so my name is Chad.
And my name is Holly. We're so aligned. I was just thinking that.
Yeah, and the thing is like we've been full-time online for the last 7 years, and we've been, let's see, like doing sales and marketing since the early 2000s. And what's even more important to us is we've been in transformational work for the last 10 years, which means that we are a stand for transformation in this world. And we know that that's what you're out for, and really making a difference and really what's happening out there. And you are that ripple effect. And so if we help you build a bigger audience, if we help you really authentically connect to people that really love what you do and build that relationship, then we're creating a ripple effect in the world. And so that's what we're really out for.
Yeah, definitely. I just noticed that we both have striped. That was not planned, by the way.
It's how I stay slim.
There we go.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. I don't know what you want to share.
Yeah, just anything a little bit about our story, just so we can. I guess why do we work with transformational coaches is really interesting. Like I said, we've been in transformational work for forever. But I remember going to this event, and the guy's name's Steve Farber, and he said something that was like profoundly transformational. He said, "Do what you love in the service of people that love what you do." And after that, we're like, we need to like completely change our whole business. So we like threw out everything that we were doing. One, it was just not making the difference that we wanted to with the people that we wanted to. But 2, the process just wasn't working. Holly was having hell things, burnout, seizures, and end up eventually having seizures so big that she lost all of her memory. Like, I remember coming in and she'd been in seizure for 20, 30 minutes. And I remember when she came out, she said something that just scared the shit out of me. She said, who are you? And where are we? And that just completely, my heart dropped to my stomach, and I didn't know, like, what do you mean? Like, you are, and then, I went in to like tell her who she was, and like didn't know what we did for a living, and we basically had to rebuild.
What ended up happening is I had damage to the pons region of my brain, which is where all the memories are stored. Is that my phone?
Yes.
This is just relaxing, like calm to it. I'm totally down with it. Let's roll with it.
Let's go.
So I had damage in my frontal lobe and then also in the pons region of my brain. And it was literally one of the most powerful experiences of my life. because as I was relearning, as we were like going through and building me up and bringing me through this healing process, I was looking back and I was on social media. I was like digging through all of our clients, things that we did, learning what we did. Okay, I got it. I love you. This is our CCO, Miss Charlie girl, by the way. You'll see her quite a bit. She is part of our team. So I was learning and going through all of the things that our clients did and what they didn't do and like what we brought them through. And like when we brought them through these things, then they got incredible results. When one of those things was missing, it was like take the pin out and the whole thing collapsed and they did not get results, right? And so our entire model is built based on that moment of being able to put all of these pieces together. That really, I got really clear on what was really successful for our clients because I didn't have any stories attached to anything, right? I was literally looking at everything in a very objective way with no stories attached to it. And so it was really powerful in that like we created this model that we're going to show you and help you discover some of these things for yourself. And since then we've had just our clients have been absolutely phenomenal. You're going to hear from one client here very soon, here in just I don't know, in a little bit here, and he's went from literally doing sessions for about $100, $150 per session as a coach. And now he's done over $26,000 in coaching in just the last 2 months alone. Yep. Right. So there was something that happened and it's been very powerful. He's not the only one. We had a client, Amber, who went on and did $138,600 in just 6 weeks. We had Seth, who did $74,000 in just a couple of weeks, 8 weeks, I think.
No, like 2, 3.
Oh. There we go. We have so many clients. We could go on and on. We have Kelly, who went off and she's done $37,000 in just the past couple months. This process works. This method works. So I want you to pay attention because I want those results for you. I would love for you to be our next
case study.
Yes. And get those results for you because I know that when you get these results, you're going to go out there. You're not just making money for you, right? Even though that's awesome, but you're also impacting people's lives. Mm-hmm. We work exclusively with transformation coaches just for that particular reason. So let's share our screen. Let's get started with this.
Let's roll.
Yep.
So this is going to be like the speed version of our thing. We have longer ones, but we wanted just to do a quick training for you so you could get an idea of what we do and even before. So because this is going to be, the authentic automation, the authentic audience builder is going to be amazing to help you build your amazing audience that really loves what you do. And it's like one small area of kind of how we help our clients. So we want to kind of break down the whole thing.
Yep. So you may have heard me, just a few minutes ago, what I said, ultimately what I know you as and who I know you to be is a stand for transformation in the world. And who also, what I believe that it is that all of us really want. Some people say it's happiness. I really feel like it's abundance, right? Because abundance is like the whole package. Like, I don't know about you, if you're anything like me, but I'm out to have it all, right? And what does that look like? So abundance for us, that means having freedom in our life, like being able to really, you get to be the creator. It's what you want, when you want, how you want it, at what time you want it, like you get to say. The next part of that is impact, like really making a difference in other people's lives.
Yeah, a lot of our clients, they want to go nomadic. They want to be able to travel. They want to be able to do these things. And we all know that you're out for impact and really making that difference.
Yep. And the third thing is, of course, income, right? Being able to have the funds to be able to
have that fun.
Funds for fun. Right. So as you're putting your coaching practice together online, there's a few things that you need to have straight. So the first thing is attract, right? Now, the authentic audience builder is definitely going to work in a lot of these areas to be able to attract people and start creating your community and building your audience up. But in order to do that, really what you need first is to have your messaging. And the authentic audience builder will help you put some of this together, but let's see where you are at first.
Yeah. So if you really look in amazing messaging, you're going to know exactly who you target. So who's your niche? And then what is the, who is the specific person that you work with? what's the specific result that you help them get? When you can say, I helped this person get this result, and then what are the fears, frustrations? What's keeping that person up at night? And then the third one is, where are these people? When you can get all clear on all three of those, your messaging is attracting these perfect clients, or it's on the right platform, it's hitting those fears and frustrations, it's giving them a solution to their problems, and it's the right people that you actually really want to be working. So you're attracting the right people with the right messaging, and really hitting on the right platforms. If it's all working amazing, then
I'm going to stop you right there, and I apologize.
Sorry, no,
That's
no
okay.
worries.
So this is how this is going to work, right? We have a 3-prong thing for you to measure for yourself. So the first one, it's not a very good red. Let's go red. There we go. The first one is red. So if you're a red in any of these areas, we're going to have you rate yourself in all of these. Then that means like this isn't working, you're stuck, like it's an area that you definitely need to be focusing on. If you are a yellow, I still encourage you to be like, okay, well, this is another area that can definitely have improvement, right? There's nothing wrong if you're red or yellow, right? This is an awareness, because as you know, the first step to any kind of transformation is having that awareness. So if you're yellow, then this is going to be an area where you're like, it's good, it's okay, like definitely could be better, not as effective as it could be that you know of.
Yeah, you might be attracting clients, but maybe they're not the ones that you really, really love to work with. Maybe you are, inconsistent in just, sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't.
And we'll explain as we go. And the third one is green. Like this is an area that you're rock solid in. It's working amazing. Everything is good. All right, so you're going to rate yourself in this messaging. Are you red? Are you yellow? Or are you green? So this next part of your messaging or of the attract part is to really grow your community. And if you're watching this, like the Authentic Audience Builder, like you're obviously going to learn how to grow your community, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a good thing. And before we ever get started with any of that, I want to see where you're at, right? And I want you, more importantly, I want you to see where you're at and so you know where you need to be going. So I want you to rate yourself now. How is your audience? Do you have a community? If you do, well, if you don't, right, then that's a red. If you do, but maybe they're not engaging, you're not getting any clients from it, maybe you have crickets that like you feel like you're talking to yourself if you go live, like when you go live, what you're putting out there just isn't, they're just not receiving it, and you're just not getting clients from it, then that would be a yellow. Tell them, Charlie.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. And say, if you're green, then you got your community and you're good. I'm talking to you in baby talk. So you have your community, it's solid, everything is working great in this area. Yes, I agree. And this third part, I love you. This third part is really, this part is creating your content. This is another area that we're going to be really heavy in the Authentic Audience Builder. You're, if you want to, yeah. So you're really going to get, having content is not just like putting content out, but being able to have a content strategy where you're taking people from who have like no idea who you are to be able to move them through this process that they recognize that you're the person that can really help them. All right. So it's having a process of, we've split this up into what we call cold, where people have no idea who you are, and all the way up to hot, like they're ready to work with you. And being able to write effective content is absolutely key to growing your audience, be able to grow your community, and really attract those people to you. So actually in the Audience Builder, what we've done is we've put in a whole syndication machine for you to use so that you get the 13 posts that will, like, these are the posts that we've done for ourselves and then have also shared with our clients for them to get the incredible results that they have. We've had all of this content like literally down to a science and a formula so you can follow step by step and have it be so they're like so you're like everywhere all over social media, right? So what I want you to do is rate yourself now though. How is it with your content? Are you red? Like you don't have any ideas, not sure what kind of stuff to post, you're posting absolute crickets out there, then go ahead and rate yourself red. If you're yellow, we hear content, like, it's good, but it's not necessarily taking people through a process of who they don't know you to, oh my gosh, that's the person that I need to work with. And it isn't really getting you any clients, then that would be a yellow. And if you're green, then this is the like, oh my gosh, my content's awesome. I'm getting clients. Everything is amazing. Daddy just got a baby wear yesterday and it's the cutest thing. I love it.
It's like my little kangaroo.
So now here's the thing. We're going to work with you to build your audience and really attract those people to you. However, what I will say is that there's more than just attracting people to you. You can have this huge audience. If you don't have these next pieces in place, it's not going to matter, right? So this next piece, I want you to kind of pay attention, is really the enrollment, right? You attract the people. Now what's next? You get to enroll them. And so what we do in this process is the first things first is you have to have something really solid to enroll them into. And that's your signature offer. So I'm going to talk for a little bit because my signature offer is really like my sweet spot.
Holly is literally one of the best people on earth to pull out your genius, what you do, what is your like defined like genius inside of you, and put it into not only a program, right, like where you can be leveraged and scale and create a deep impact and handle a bunch of clients and all that stuff, but also really creating and packaging it in an offer that people are like, holy crap, I want that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, it's something that I really love to do. I work with all of our clients on a one-on-one to help them create their offer and put their program together in a way that's really aligned and like really juicy for you, and then also for your potential clients. The cool thing about signature offers is having this sets you apart from everybody else. All of a sudden, competition doesn't exist anymore because you've created an offer that is unique from everybody else. The last thing you want is to have a potential client choose you based on price and like comparison shop that way. You want your clients to choose you because they resonate with you like down to a soul level. It's like a knowing that this is the person that I need to be working with, right? And so by having your signature offer, you're including all sorts of different things. Maybe it's group, maybe it's one-on-one, maybe there's meditations, maybe there's breathing exercises, maybe, you know, if you do yoga, we have a client who does Kundalini, like maybe have some yoga exercises put in there. Ultimately, what you're doing is you're creating this program, so you're not doing just the one-on-ones anymore. You're doing like, you have a complete transformational program, and being able to package that in a way, which is your offer, that gives more value and then also has a deeper impact and allows that leverage for you, right? So I want you to rate yourself now. Are you red? Like, nope, I definitely do not have that. That sounds amazing. And you're just charging, maybe you're charging like a one-on-one or like for the month, then go ahead and rate yourself red here. If you are yellow, then maybe you're doing one-on-one and you're charging by like, you have a 3-month contract or something like that. Right, then go ahead and rate yourself yellow here. And if you are green, then you have a complete offer. Everything is solid. You're doing really, really well. So go ahead and rate yourself now and see what comes up for you. So this next piece, it's not just about having an offer. I'm going to give Chad a minute because this next one is his genius. So it's not just about having an offer. Now it's time to like get the client, right? But before you just go and like book a call, hey, work with me, like just throwing it all out there to work with you. When you have qualifying conversations, what ends up happening is a few things, like your show up rates for your calls, and people are like, oh, people aren't showing up. I'm like, that's super weird, right? Because when you have a really solid qualifying process, people show up for your calls, they're invested. Not only that, but you're on the phone with exactly the right people, and you know that before you ever get on the phone. So you're saving a lot of time. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is the thing. If you get the content down, you get your messaging down, your community's rocking, right? And you are booking calls, like even if you can mess up and still kind of book some calls. But if you want really high quality calls, the ones that people are going to show up, they're like ready to go, they're excited, they're like waiting. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to be on the phone. We've had people that felt like that they were like we were like rock stars that they were getting to meet, right? And this is because the qualification process is so strong. When you're asking questions to make sure they're a good fit before you even take the time to get on the phone with somebody. Because if you don't, you're going to be getting on the call with a lot of people that are not a good fit, that are not warm enough. They're not like ready to get started now. They're just like, whatever, right? And they're just saying things to like, they're just booking a call to like they're talking to their neighbor and not like talking to somebody that's going to potentially change their life, right?
Yeah. So you want to rate yourself, do you have a qualifying process? Do you have literally exactly what you can ask to bring out the answers that are going to just make a big decisive decision if those are your right people. Excuse me. If that answer is yes, I have that qualifying process, then go ahead and give yourself a green. If it is a yellow, it's yeah, I have a conversation with people and I make sure, but I don't have this solid thing that I go through with every person. Give yourself a yellow. And if you are just you get a call, let's book a call, everyone gets a call, then go ahead and give yourself a red there.
Yep.
So this next part is, so you're getting on the phone. Great. Now let's talk about that phone call. And this is really making sure that you're having converting conversations, right? Ideally, this is what you want these calls to look like. It's not a breakthrough session. You're not proving your worth to people. You're literally interviewing them to making sure that they're a good fit. And ultimately what ends up happening is the people on the other side, your potential clients, are answering those questions, discovering why you're that person, and ultimately selling themselves. It's a very flow process. It's a very natural conversation. It feels good on both sides. That's ultimately, if you have that, there's a green. Right, so go ahead and rate yourself green.
Yeah, it's like an interview. You're like the company, and they're interviewing to be one of your clients. And that's really if you can keep it, if you can have it like that, that's how you can change the game, right?
Yeah. And if you're having conversation, you're on the phone, you don't really have a system or process around it. You're getting a couple clients, you know that those conversion rates can go up, you know that you can get more, you just don't have that system and structure for those, then go ahead and rate yourself yellow. And if you're red here, you're just bombing your calls, right? Or you're not even doing calls, or maybe you're having breakthrough sessions, right? You're just giving a lot of value on the front end to prove yourself, and then you have that awkward stage of so if you want more of this, then you can join my coaching. Right? So go ahead and give yourself a red there. There's a much better way. You don't have to give away all of your energy and your value on the first get, right? So this next process here, so you have the attract process, you know what you need. The enrollment is good. However, this is a miss that if you keep this out, then you're not going to be able to grow and to scale in the way that you really ultimately want to. And that part is the transformation, right? Look, I know we're transformation coaches. All of us are in the transformational space. And when you're growing a business, it takes something. There's things that come up. There's things that happen. There's breakdowns before the breakthroughs, right? So you got to have that support and be able to have this transformation process, because we're always evolving, and especially coaches, because we're in the work more than anyone else, right? We always got to be ahead of our clients. So this first part of the transformation piece is really time. Right, being able to master your time and knowing exactly what you need to be doing on a daily basis. So we call those your SOPs. Your SOPs are the systems of procedures. So you literally know every day. Kill me here. You literally know what you need to be doing every single day. So you can sit down. This is my workout, by the way. 1, 2. You can sit down, know exactly what you need to do. Your time is very well spent. So that way, you know.
Eyes are up here, baby.
You can go and spend time with your family and your loved ones. And I'm just thankful and blessed that we get to bring our loved one along for the ride. Oh, you're so cute. So you want to be a master of your time. You don't want to let time master you. putting schedules in place and putting your day in structure so you can get the most done and be in performance. So I want you to rate yourself right now. If you feel like you're really good, like you know exactly what you need to be sitting down and doing every day that's going to bring in like your income producing activities, go ahead and give yourself a green. If you maybe you're a time, like I'm really good with time and I have my time management down, but I just don't know what I need to be doing on a daily basis, then go ahead and give yourself a yellow here. And if you're red, then like your calendar's all over the place. You may be like sitting down at your computer at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then all of a sudden it's time for dinner and you don't feel like you got anything accomplished, and it's frustrating, right? So go ahead, maybe you got stuck in scoliosis land. Go ahead and give yourself a red there. And again, there's nothing ever wrong. It's all in awareness. So this next piece here is ultimately, like I said, as you grow, there's going to be breakdowns. Like, I don't want to fluff it up and tell you that everything is going to be perfect all the time. And you're going to win and like it's always going to be amazing, because the truth is there's going to be times where it's just not, right? And what you get to do is to be in performance despite all of that and have the breakthroughs. Yeah, breakthroughs and breakdowns. So being able to move through the breakdowns and have the breakthroughs with power where it doesn't stop you. Mm-hmm. So if you are red in this area, then this is the key parts where we see clients really have problems with this as they're going online, is how they're charging their clients, who their clients are, right? Even if they've been coaching for a while and they're like niching down, then sometimes there's stuff that happens there. Pricing, being able to price, going live, like showing up every day, like what comes up for you for there, the imposter syndrome, all of that kind of stuff, right? So if this stuff happens and you find yourself like overwhelmed and you just stop, then go ahead and give yourself a red and just know that there's nothing wrong. Again, awareness. If you are a yellow, then maybe you go through it and it trips you up, it may slow you down. You know your energy just isn't like, you're not putting the best energy out there. Then go ahead and give yourself a yellow. And if you are green, like you're just unstoppable in the face of no agreement, high five, you're a freaking powerhouse, amazing, awesome. Go ahead and give yourself a green in this area. And let me color this in here now. And this next piece, sorry I'm talking, do you want to?
I can do this next one. So the next one is really having systems, teams, ads, funnels, the whole deal, right? You know, Holly and I used to run a funnel agency before we had the coaching business, and we used to charge up to $25,000 for sales funnels. But what we realized when we started coaching coaches is that unless you're at that, you know, if you're tech savvy, you can probably start doing funnels around $5,000 a month. But if you're not tech savvy, we don't recommend to get into that until you get into that like $8,000 to $10,000 a month range. And then you start adding, you know, systems and funnels and automation and having ads and having all of this stuff, right? Because most of our clients do it without it, but when you're wanting to go to that next level, you want to start stepping back. We always tell clients that, you know, you can create a $10,000 a month like coaching hustle, and really we've had clients do $20,000 a month plus, and they're putting in some time, right? Systems and automations are great to start stepping back and getting more of the freedom, right? So hiring teams, how do you hire teams to do things that you don't want to do? Hire a sales team, hire a VA, hire somebody to handle all the tech stuff, the actual doing of the funnels and the, you know, the ads and all of this stuff, right? Like those are the things that can really help you, one, go to the make that bigger impact, make more money, and really about the freedom of stepping back and really having those systems and funnels and leverage really working for you. So.
Yep, so go ahead and rate yourself now. Are you red, are you yellow, or are you green in this area? And what I want you to take a look at is like, now let's look at the whole thing. Right, so you may find that you have a nice little colorful mixture of reds and maybe some greens, a couple of yellows, and ultimately you want it green, right? You want it all green. So what there is to do is like, okay, what do you need to do to get to green? Ultimately, the reds and yellows are the areas that need some attention. Those are the things that you really want to start focusing on as you grow your coaching business. And if you would like help getting this all together, like let's book a call with our team, see how we can help you in any way to get these to green.
Yeah, so if you're on a page and you're watching this, there's a button down here that says like book a call or book like schedule a call or something like that. What's going to happen, you're going to click on that thing, it's going to open into a new tab, you're going to fill out a survey, it's like 10 questions or so. Fill out that survey, pick a time that works. There's actually a few questions on the, after you pick the time, fill out those questions, then you'll be sent over to our team, and you'll get sent to a page where it has a bunch of case studies and testimonials. Make sure to connect with us, because we're going to connect you on social media, put you in a Facebook chat with our team, John or John, and get them to with our team and get them you know, let them know, introduce you and show you like what you're up to, and really get you the links, and we'll get you some more trainings to take a look at, so you can do your due diligence to make sure that this is something that you really want help with, that you want that we are the people that can really help you. So click that button and let's book a call with our team, and we appreciate you, and let's and we'll see you on the second call.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Charlie says bye. Say bye, guys.
She said book the call.